So you may be wondering, what the frick is this video about? And if you read the title, good for you, because you're freaking lucky. So as you saw by the title of this video, yes, I'm gonna be destroying cardboard boxes with household weapons. You may be wondering what the frick household weapons means. So basically what I mean by household weapons is I mean like household weapons as in, you know, you can make a frying pan into a weapon. You can make a spatula into a weapon. You get what I'm saying here? You can make a broom into a weapon. See, so that's basically what this video is about. And what I need to do first is I need to get my face protection. Face protection acquired. Now it's time for me to get a box. So we got our first box right here. Let's start destroying it. And this face protection freaking sucks. It does absolutely nothing. So I guess the only thing I could use is my glasses. So starting off with the first weapon, that could be a deadly weapon, scissors. See, don't ever run with scissors. That's a good lesson that you should learn. But I never always knew that lesson. So as you can see, the scissors punctured through the cardboard, and it went through, so I got it out. So this hole isn't too big. I mean, it's like probably like 1 inch or like 1 millimeter or something. I don't know measurements, okay? I'm not good with measurements. I'm failing math right now in class, okay? But anyways, yeah, first weapon I'm gonna say is deadly. So now, moving on from scissors, we got a freaking lemon squeezer. First of all, it's great for lemonade, but is it good for killing? Or unaliving, or whatever the frick, I don't even care. So right there, that's the hole of the scissors. And now I'm gonna hit this box with a lemon squeezer to see if it gives any concussion. But I'm not gonna use this end, I'm use the tip, because if I think the tip probably going to be more lethal than just hitting it like that. I mean, it made a dent, but we'll try both. We'll try both ways. Yeah, we'll try both ways. Yeah, that did absolutely freaking nothing. Okay, no, like seriously, that absolutely did nothing. So I think I'm just going to hit it again. Yeah, this time we're going to hit the tape. See what damage it causes. It's doing nothing. The frick? Okay, well, moving on to this part, I guess. I'll hit it the same area, and we'll see what happens. Absolutely nothing happened. Wow. So we have learned that a lemon squeezer is not lethal and it freaking sucks. So yeah, and this is metal. I was originally gonna use this plastic one, but I don't think I am anymore, because if this heavy metal one didn't work, this plastic one won't work. So nothing. So moving on, a freaking fork. I don't even know the name, so I'm gonna call it the Devil's Horns. Woo! It's in my hair. Okay. Well, I think this thing is definitely going to poke the cardboard. If it bends it, I'm going to be surprised, because this is crazy. So far, the scissors have done the most damage, but now I think this will. So let's try it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yep. That. Can you see that? Yep. Yeah, that is crazy. So it completely went through. And yeah, I got it out. So yes, This thing is freaking lethal. So, moving on. A wood spoon. And I'm choosing a blunt weapon again because the stabby weapons are getting too overpowered. And we obviously know they're going to end up in the top 3. So why don't I just use this for once and let's see if it can cook or if it can kill. So I'm just going to point out again. This is where I hit the lemon squeezer. Absolutely nothing happened. Let's see what this thing will do. Okay, it just made a dent. Let's hit it again. Okay, at least that's better. Okay, yeah, that's way better. So you guys can't really see it, but when I zoom in, that's, this one, wait, this one's the first one. That's the second one. So I'm gonna say, no, this thing is not lethal. This is just for freaking cooking spinach or something. What am I saying? Moving on. A freaking broom. So yes, we are going to attack this box with a broom. And we're gonna see how much damage it does. So I'm gonna start with this side first, and then I'll manage to go to this side. So let's hit this freaking cardboard box that's right over there. This is on 0.5. I think I might just adjust this camera a little. And maybe that's better. Okay, so we're gonna start with this side. So let's do this. It did nothing. I kind of expected that. Let's redo. Let's redo that. We're gonna hit it up top this time. Oh, absolutely nothing. Let's do it again. Oh, freak. Oh, okay. It just made a little dent. That's all. That's literally all it did. Hold on. Let's see. This is all it did. That's it. So now moving on to this side. This time I'm gonna put it at 1 so you can see it better. Let's do this. Oh dang. Right there. Dang, okay, yeah, that, I wouldn't say that's lethal. I think that's more of just pain. Lots of pain. Let's do it again. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Yeah, so I wouldn't say this is lethal. I think this would be more of a pain weapon. I'm not saying, like, if you're walking outside in the street alone, you should bring a broom with you. I still think you should bring at least, like, a little pocket knife or, like, a teaser or a little pepper spray or something. But, yeah, that's it. It did absolutely freaking nothing. So, as I said, this thing is not lethal. We're just going to move on to the next weapon. A pen. And yes, I put my hat on because the sun's starting to show. So, yes, this is a piercing weapon. But I don't think I'm gonna use it like this. I think I'm just going to do it with the dull side because I don't want to break this perfectly good pen because these pens are pretty cool and, like, I like doing this a lot. So, let's freaking do this. So, I'm going to aim it right here. I'm going to see what happens. Oh, dang. Ooh, that made a good hole. Wow. Okay. So as you guys can see, that is the hole. And I would say this pen is lethal. Yes, I'm going to say this pen is lethal. Because if I made a deep hole like that, I think you can stab it into someone's head. If you need to. I'm not saying you should do it. Or in the eye. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to say this pen is freaking lethal. This tiny thing is more lethal than a freaking steel lemon squeezer. A plastic pen that can write and do stuff. Write. See, it can write. Oh, dang, I scratched myself. But oh well, yeah. I'm going to say this is a pretty good weapon. Moving on to a wrench. I'm going to say I call this a home weapon because I think every single person should actually own tools to fix their house if anything happens. So I'm still gonna count this as a home weapon, and we're gonna use it on that box. So let's freaking throw it, because I'm gonna throw it. I don't think hitting it is gonna do much damage, so let's freaking throw it. So we're gonna hit it right there, I think. That's the good spot. So I'm gonna throw this in slow motion. So I'm very disappointed just to see this. That is all it caused. Am I gonna actually have to slap this? All right, well, I'm gonna have to do it again, but instead I'm not gonna throw it. So I'm gonna hit it right there. I think that's the sweet spot. Let's do this. Oh, dang. Wow, that's a dent. That's a terrible dent. I think I'm gonna hit it again. Same spot. 3, 2, oh, okay, yep. Yep, okay, yep. So I think I'm gonna call a wrench a lethal weapon. Because as you saw, that made lots of dents. Throwing it, hitting it, and hitting it again. I think probably 3 times hitting a person is probably gonna get them a little concussed, but I would say yes, I'm gonna say this is lethal. Moving on to the next weapon, a spatula. We're gonna use a freaking spatula. We're gonna see if this thing can only cook or if it can be lethal. So I don't think I'm gonna throw it. I think I'm just gonna bluntly hit it. So I think you guys should stay right there. Stay put. You're gonna see a master at work. Gee, oh my gosh. As you can see right here, somehow it stabbed through the box, surprisingly. So I'm gonna call this a lethal weapon. So moving on. Actually, no, before we move on, we should freaking admire this humongous hole that I just put into this box with a freaking spatula. Look at that. That hole is crazy. Anyways, moving on to chopsticks. I love sushi. I don't even know how to use chopsticks though. So the most embarrassing thing is I eat it with, ow, I got a splinter. Okay, ow, okay, oh well. I eat it with a fork. I eat sushi with a fork. But moving on from my embarrassment, we should just go on and see if this thing is lethal or not. Let's see. We're gonna use both of them. We'll stab it. We're probably gonna do that. And if it doesn't work, then oh well. It can break in half. 3, 2. I think the problem is that I had 2, so I'm gonna use 1. So I can just stab right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh heck yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. If you do it hard, yeah, I got that. Oh my gosh. Oh my jeez. Wow. I'm trying to wait until this freaking breaks. There you go. See, I count this as a lethal freaking weapon. So yes, it punctured all the way through. So yes, chopsticks are lethal weapons. Now for the final one you've all been waiting for. We're going to go to a freaking spatula, a pot, or I'm forgetting what it's called. A pan. We're going to use a pan, and we are going to see if this thing can cook or if it's lethal. Let's check it out. All right, well, this is a blunt weapon. It's probably not going to make any holes, just pretty gnarly dents. All right, so I'm going to hit it. Right there.
This used to be a nice neighborhood.
This doesn't break. 3, 2. Come on. Seriously? Like, bruh. So I'm gonna say, I don't think this is lethal. I think it's more of a pain weapon. That's the award I'm giving it, a pain weapon. Because I'm sure if you hit it hard enough on someone's head, it'll hurt. All jokes aside, the freaking pan sucks. It hurts, yes. That's factually correct, but it freaking sucks against fighting. Well, I hope you guys have a great day, evening, morning, whatever. Goodbye.